Okay, so I was having an Instagram live called Holistic Health and Wellness, and a friend of mine had the brilliant idea of me creating posters and a promo video for it. So I was like, okay, cool, let me do it. So I asked someone to do it for me.
We met at school, university. I was doing my second year, she was doing her first year. And it was so strange because the first time I met her, the first time I saw her, I couldn't see her face. So I only saw her from the back.
Well, I first saw her grade 9, and then
2013.
Yeah, 2013. So and then we first officially met face to face 2015, which was like grade 11. Yeah. After we became like head boy and head girl of different schools.
I explain this better.
So people kept sharing the posters, right? And then once they're sharing the posters, someone Sipo liked, apparently.
Me liked?
No, someone that liked Sipo. sorry. Someone that liked Sipo reposted the poster.
Yeah.
And such an innocent move ended with Sipo DMing me. I didn't brick her. I didn't even know she liked you.
Yeah.
But anyway, so Sipo DM'd me and said, hey, I'm so excited about your Instagram live and I'm gonna tune into every single one of them. So my DMs were like full at the time, like not like guys necessarily, but like people inquiring about the live. So I was like, okay, cool. So I responded like later on, like the next day or something. And I was like, oh, thank you so much. I'll see you there, whatever. So now this guy keeps like messaging me and I'm just like, bro, like wasn't it about?
But you were writing paragraphs. That's what I'm telling you. You kept on writing paragraphs. That's why I was like, okay, seems like there's something here.
I was trying to, look at her, but I couldn't see her face. I don't know if maybe destiny was blocking me from seeing her, because I was a troublemaker back then. I was always after girls, so perhaps then if I approached her, I would have messed things up. Yeah. One day I was chilling in the canteen in the morning with one of my other female friend, and she walked in with her guy friend. They were eating fat cakes. So she was like all oily on her face.
So no, like in 2013, he saw me, like we were at his school, like our school was playing rugby with his school, and he saw me when I was there, and we didn't talk, blah blah blah. And then there was BBM, and it's such a weird thing, but like between the two schools, you could just get someone's BBM pin. So he got my BBM pin from around, and we just started talking. We're like online friends, and we never met. I don't know, we never met. And only in 2013, I DM'd him because, like he said, he became head boy, and I was like, oh, congratulations. And then I was head girl, and he was like, oh, congratulations, we should like celebrate and meet. I was like, oh, finally, after like 2 years. And then we met, and yeah, that's how we officially met.
They were looking for someone to sit, and I think the girl I was with, I told you guys to come and sit next to us. Yeah. So the moment she came to sit next to me, I looked at her, I was like, damn, it's like I've seen this person somewhere, but I don't know where. Then I bumped the girl I was sitting with. She's like, quiet. So I said, okay, cool, let me do something, And we started talking, and I started throwing hints because we were making jokes with the guy she was with, making jokes, and I was like, you know what, let me find a way to sort of throw hints,
But the thing is, like, he sent a long message. He was like, hey, my name is Sipo. I'm from UCT. I see you're from UCT. I love what you're doing. I see, like, you glorifying God. Like, he even added God. He even added UCT. I was just like, the boy is pulling out all the stops. So I couldn't be like, okay, cool, see you there. Like, I was like, hey, Sipo, nice to meet you. Like, reciprocating back.
And you put emojis. I didn't put any emojis.
Yeah, that's because you couldn't use
blushing
Instagram.
emojis.
No, he's lying. He's lying. I literally just put like a smile, and I was like,
okay,
cool.
But you smiled, so. And I didn't have any.
We're like more friends still, like,
I wouldn't say it was puppy love. We were like, we're just going with the flow. But it was not serious. We were like intentional, whatever. But it was kind of like we care about each other because we were friends. So it's more in between. It's like serious, but not so serious. Like, yeah.
I was like, let me get you guys lunch during break, and she thought I was lying. I was like, no, should we take your number? I'm like, yeah, let me take your number. Then she refused. She's like, no, I'll take your number and text you. So I gave her my number, and they went to class. And I think before break, 30 minutes before break, someone WhatsApped me. It's like, we're coming for lunch.
My friend was like, Chumi, text the guy. It's almost break. It's like, okay, no, I'm going to text him. And then I texted him and I was like, hi, it's Offense. Don't forget our lunch. And he's like, okay, which class are you in?
We went to McDonald's. I ordered McDonald's for you guys. Yeah, ordered McDonald's for them. And they were so surprised that this total stranger bought us lunch, not knowing it was part of my plan, to get to know her. Yeah.
Afterwards, we started talking on Instagram like a lot. And then on the third time, I had like a financial wellness one, and the person that was supposed to like speak on financial wellness dropped me. So he was like, well, since I am an accountant, I can step in, Yeah, so he rescued the princess, he was that Prince Charming, rescuing the princess. And then, he spoke on my Instagram live. And my mom was like, this is a nice car. Nice car for my daughter. And then his family, his brothers were like, this is a nice girl.
Grade 12 came, and like we were both in boarding school, so none of us lived in the city, which was Potch, the town. So he was from Pretoria, I was from Vomaranstad, so it was like grade 12, like bye. And then I thought we were supposed to break up because
I was like, how we gonna see each other?
So I thought we were supposed to break up. I thought I was expecting it, but he didn't. We didn't break up even though those December holidays. We still continued talking, we're dating. And I think that's when we saw we wanted to still pursue each other. So I think that's when we saw I guess we want to be intentional about this. And it worked out. I went to university in Pretoria, and he's from Pretoria. I didn't go for him, to be honest. I've always had my heart set before him. I've always had my heart set on that university.
Yeah, but I was not there because I wanted to be there. I wanted to go to UKZN for a scholarship, but then I stayed because I got injured. So that for me, that was my sign from God thing. I was like, well, at least that works out.
And from there on, it was a routine. Every day he was buying me McDonald's. I was like, guy, can chill now.
And I
relax.
I was known as the McDonald's
guy.
McDonald's
guy, yeah. If he's absent, they'd be like, your McDonald's guy is not here. And I'm like, he's not here, he's absent.
Afterwards, we went to WhatsApp.
Yeah.
And then I decided that I want to see her physically because I hadn't seen her physically.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, because so it was a hard lockdown. So she was in Pretoria, I was in Joburg. We weren't even allowed to go out. I think restaurants were closed at the time.
Yeah.
Then she had to go back to school, which was in Cape Town.
Yeah.
So I was like, what do I do now? So I decided, let me go to Cape Town. And then I spent a week there. And then, then that's how we met physically. We met in Cape Town.
Yeah.
Physically.
Indoda mask. Indoda mask.
Yeah. More than 1,800 Ks.
I was definitely impressed. I was like a week even.
Yeah.
Renting a Airbnb, renting a car,
honest, I was not at that prayer level he was.
Yeah. I always prayed prior to her. It's just something that I always did. And then, but to gather up the courage, but also to feel, because I made a conscious decision that when I go into this relationship, it's going to be all out. So then I prayed, and then I shot my shot. It failed.
It failed twice.
Yeah, because she didn't say, she thought I was joking the first time, so she never gave me an answer. Then when I asked her out the second time, I never went back to find out what the answer was. I just let it be whatever it was.
He then said to my friend one day, we were having lunch together, it's my guy, are you not gonna just leave us, just the two of us, just for 5 minutes, just one day, just not be here? I'll buy you lunch, but just have it somewhere else and not with us.
And he left us, started giving us space.
Yeah.
Until one day, because I realized that no man, there's guys who want her, but she's not really into them. But it was very irritating seeing all these guys going after her, and then, you know, I want her also, you know. I was like, you know what, I need to do something big, you know. And I told her I'm going to send something over at your parents' house. And she thought I was joking. She's like, no, don't do that. I was like, okay, we'll see. So I bought flowers, a bouquet of flowers, and a teddy bear and chocolates. And I sent her over to her house. And her mom was the one who saw the gift, who received it. And apparently the mom told the guy, the delivery guy, to take it back where he came from.
Yeah, it's like, no, this is a mistake. Not in this house.
I was going on a rugby tour to Durban. Yeah, then I was like, hey, you know, you never really gave me an answer via text. It was like midnight, you know, chats get nice midnight. And then, then she was like, oh yeah, I'd say yes. I thought I told you. And then, yeah, from there it was like, serious.
It was like we're dating, but we're still talking. Because we never spent a day without talking.
Yeah.
Like the thing is, we had the intentions that we're gonna date. So
No, you had the intention first. You had the intention. Please make it clear.
we had the intention that we were gonna date.
Okay.
And then, like even when we were talking, like it was like we were leading up to dating. So it was like we're dating, but not dating.
No. Let me answer.
University, you meet so many different people. I would even say you meet people who seem more interesting, because it's like, oh, people from everywhere, people from all over the country and stuff. And yeah, it's exciting, it's new. But I think we've always had like a sense of loyalty to each other. I think being friends, it's like, I would have never wanted to hurt him by just pursuing something that seemed more interesting. So I've always felt like, no man, I prefer this. Like, even with all the cooler, like, or not cooler, all the cool people that I met there, I just still felt like, no, I wouldn't trade like this for anyone else. So I just felt like, no, I'd still stay committed to you, to us. And even with seeing each other once a week, there was never a sense of temptation of ever wanting to choose something else over us.
Yeah, and I had to like explain that I'm now in the relationship, yeah. Because my mom is so strict. She's like, no, you're still in school. I'm like, but ma, like this is gonna happen. Like, there's nothing you can do about it, yeah. It's like, I'm waiting for your father. Your father's gonna get you and my dad's like, at least it's not cheap flowers. It's like, wow. I was like, oh, wow. Yeah, and then I had to just tell them, like, what's going on, and they were accepting of the whole situation.
He made his intentions clear.
Yeah.
To be like, okay, now that we've shared about our values and our purpose and stuff like that, I think we're aligned. So my intention is to talk to you, to get to know you, to end up dating you, and then marrying you. And then we both had the intention.
Hey.
Yeah.
Fam, you don't need to lie to the people. Okay.
It's okay, we'll take it.
Yeah.
That's what happened. That song period.
Early in our relationship, I was more of a robot type of dude. So like I couldn't see anybody else. Like there was no temptation. It's just always her. And I couldn't even compliment girls innocently, like just say, hey, you just look nice today. You know, I couldn't do that.
So
it felt like I was cheating if I did that.
Listen, I'm a big catch, right? So I knew the very first day I spoke to her was the very first day I dated her.
See, I knew this question was going to cause a whole rift.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
We started dating, like, we met on the 17th of May.
And we dated
2 weeks
2 hours
after.
later. No, 2 hours later.
How can you date someone 2 hours later?
Look. I knew you were mine. So 2 hours later, you were already mine.
Okay.
Yes. When do we celebrate our anniversaries? On the 17th.
Yeah, because
So that's
you
the
always win. Like, I always let you win.
Deep down, you know I'm right, but you don't want to see the smile on my face of rightness, of being right.
Okay, Steph. All right.
So we started talking in May, and Cape Town only happened in September. When we were in Cape Town, I was just like, so...
About us. Yeah. So our talking stage was quite long, and it was very intentional. So from May to September, every Sunday we'd have video calls for 2 hours, catching up on the week, how it was. Every day we talk. He was working and studying, but we'd make time to check up on one another, talk and stuff like that. And then So by the time he came to Cape Town, it felt very comfortable. So I get what you mean. Like it was like we were dating, but we were not, because it felt so comfortable. In talking stage, it was getting to know each other. In dating, we were getting to know each other's people as well, like each other's environments, each other's like habits. Like it was more intentional and it was more broad. Like you came to meet my family, like I met your family. Like it was a lot more like getting to know each other's systems and getting to know each other's like ecosystems, I guess.
Marriage, it was always like the intention, and how it came about, or how I kind of got confident with it is. She brought it up. I think with any guy, it's like the intention will be there, but until it's brought up, it's not an immediate thing to do. Because I had other like checkpoints that I needed to tick before I felt comfortable to do that. And then like when we started talking about it, it became like I instead of just saying I need to do this first before that, it became of how can I do this with that. And then once I felt comfortable that I could commit to like whatever I wanted to achieve and pursue this other marriage, it became like it just happened, like, and then like literally I remember telling my parents that, hey guys, next week Saturday I'm gonna do it. And then they were like, when are you playing, and then I was like, no. And then every day I reminded them, like, and then even the Saturday morning prior, I was like, you're saying bye to like a single guy now, because when you're dating you're still considered single. And then when I came back and I was like, yeah, I did it. And then they were like, shocked a little bit, but like not in a bad way, but like, because they already knew her and everything. And then from there it was just seeing what next needed to happen.
We thought, let's do this.
Yeah.
Let's do this. Like, the wait was tough for us. Like, you know what I mean by the wait.